Hello folks, welcome to Steve's Rocketry Workshop and welcome to part 2 of the Space Eagle build. In part 1 I did leave out a little part of the engine mount assembly that is small but very crucial. You want to glue the engine block in place, a little black ring that goes inside the tube. You want to glue that in place just above the engine hook with wood glue. But in this part of the video, we're going to be assembling the upper section of the Space Eagle, and we're going to be sanding and cutting out fins. So, what I've gone ahead and done was I marked an inch from the aft end of the coupler, and on the forward end, in one of the body tubes, it doesn't matter which one, they're both the same length. Just pick one and go with it. Put some glue inside there like that, and then take the forward end of the coupler and put it in all the way up to that line. Then let it dry. And then while that's drying, take your super glue, which is so unorganized here, right here. We'll take your super glue, the other end of the tube, put a bead of super glue in the tube, and then a bead of super glue on the shoulder of the nose cone. They recommend plastic cement, but like I said, I do not like the plastic cement that I have, and right now Hobbytown USA is out of the red tube. Yeah, they're always out of the red tube. I like the red tube of plastic cement. But anyways, you want to put it in there and give a little twist. Make sure it's not going to come undone. Wipe away the excess and you can let it dry. So now, moving on to the fins. You got your 6 fins here. And you before you cut them out of your balsa sheet, you want to take your fine sandpaper. This is 180 grit. I recommend 200 or 400 grit, but I do not have any of that. I am out of that. But just lightly sand the surface of your fins here. On both sides. And then you want to cut them out. And I noticed I forgot to name off a part in the last video that I don't see anywhere on this table. And that's the launch lug. I've got material for launch lug. If you don't have a launch lug, these black 1/8 inch coffee straws work well for launch lugs right here. So if you're scratch building or you have a rocket that didn't come with a launch lug and it requires a 1/8 inch lug, these coffee straws right here are perfect. I think you get them at Brookshire's. Well, I don't know about other states, but I think Brookshire's is just an East Texas thing here. So, I think Sam's Club has them. I'm sure there's plenty of Sam's Clubs around the U.S. But yeah, just about any grocery store you could probably find them in the coffee section. Maybe even some dollar stores. So, anyways, you want to cut your fins out very carefully. And then once you get them cut out, stack them together and sand the edges. Oh, and more than likely this Saturday, guys, if my ride does not have any plans, which he doesn't so far, I will finally be attempting my level 1 certification in high power rocketry. So I'll film it and put it here on YouTube, so that'll be a real treat for y'all. I'll be attempting my level 1 certification. I was going to do it with a Mad Cow Cricket, but the guys at AAA Houston recommended that I do not use a rocket where the fins extend past the end of the airframe for my certification, because they like to break often upon landing. So I recently got an Estes Pro Series 2 Scion a while back, and I didn't build it according to the the kit. I kit bashed it into a 3-inch Patriot missile, and I will be using that for my level 1 certification. And plus, it's it seems pretty awesome to me because well, I'll be using a 3-inch Patriot, 1/5 scale Patriot for my level 1 certification, and then for my level 2, I'm using my MadCal 4-inch 1/4 scale Patriot on a J270. So, but this launching at this club, a lot of people ask why I never go with DARS, Dallas Area Rocket Society. For one, their range fee is expensive. Their range fee is like $20 versus Tripoli Houston, which is a $10 range fee. 2, my dad got me started in rocketry at the early age of 2 years old. My dad was in rocketry. He was level 3 certified, and the club that my dad was with Tripoli Houston. So it's got a lot of memories for me. People there know my dad. And they'll be surprised when they see how big I've gotten, because the last time a lot of these guys seen me, I was still a little baby. So, but enough about my story. All right, sand all the edges as you saw me do. The instructions say to round the leading edges. I'm not going to do that because I kind of like the flat edges on rockets like this. And it doesn't. It helps with performance a little bit, but not much. So that'll be it for this part. I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and off screen I'm going to mark my tube. You can use the tube marking guide and the instructions, which I'm not going to do because I want to keep my instructions. So I've got another method. I've got a Model Rocketry technical manual in here with a tube marking guide on it. It's got a 3-fin tube guide and a 4-fin tube guide. And I'm going to use the 3-fin, just like, and then, But that concludes part 2. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time for part 3.